Dear students, the next point of this chapter is second order reaction. So, you know what is meant by order of reaction and molecularity of reaction. So, order of reaction is nothing but the number of molecules whose concentration changes during the reaction that decides the order. Okay, if suppose only one molecule whose concentration changes, then the order of reaction is first order. If two molecules are involved and both the molecules concentration changes, then that reaction is known as second order reaction. So now see here the statement here, in second order reactions the rate of reaction is proportional to the product of two concentrations, that is the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of two reactants. This gives rise to two possibilities. If suppose there are two reactants or a single reactant is there, the rate equation may be proportionate to the product of two equal initial concentrations. Suppose there are two reactants A and B, then concentration of A and concentration of B. If suppose these two are concentration of these two reactants are same, then it is known as equal initial concentration. If the concentration of A is different than B, then two unequal initial concentrations. So the derivations of these two possibilities are different here. So in this syllabus you have only the first possibility, that is initial concentration of reactants. If these initial concentrations are equal, then you have to derive the equation. So now see here, this is the integrated derivation. So we will see here, suppose the reaction may involve two molecules of the same substance. Only single substance is there, but there are two molecules are involved, then such reaction is also known as a second order reaction. The second possibility is if suppose two different A and B, that is two different substances at equal initial concentrations, then such reactions are also the part of second order reaction. So suppose in this case small a is the initial molar concentration. So A is the initial molar concentration of A and B, or A. X is the amount of reactant reacted in time t. Then the amount remaining which is unreacted is A minus X. So you know all these things. A is nothing but initial concentration, X is the amount of product formed or amount of reactant converted, and A minus X is the unreacted reactant. So the rate equation, the rate constant is nothing but dx by dt is directly proportional to A minus X square. So why it is used square? Because there are two reactants are used here. Therefore in the rate equation the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of two reactants. Therefore A minus X square. So dx by dt is equal to k into A minus X square. So we are going to rearrange this equation, then dx by A minus X square. So this value comes in the left hand side and dt goes to the right hand side. So dx upon A minus X square is equal to k into dt. If we integrate this equation, so see here integration of this equation, so dx integration of dx by A minus X square is equal to k is the proportionality constant integration of dt. So by integrating this equation, if you use the integration 1 upon A minus X square formula, you will get this equation 1 upon A minus X is equal to kt plus k dash. So this k dash is nothing but the constant of integration. So we are going to calculate this k dash. How to calculate? Then by putting the value of t and x0 in the above equation 1.1.22, then we will get the value of k dash here. So now see here, so 1 upon, so A minus 0, x is the value 0, k t value is 0, plus k dash. So this becomes 0, and 1 upon a minus 0 is nothing but 1 upon a is equal to, this is k dash. So k dash is nothing but 1 upon a 1 upon a. So by putting the value of this k dash in the above equation, then 1 upon a minus x kt plus 1 upon a. So we are going to rearrange this equation. So this value is taken into the left hand side, therefore it becomes negative. So 1 upon a minus x, negative of 1 upon a. So kt is equal to, so it as it is 1 upon a minus x. So this value comes in the left hand side, therefore it is 1 upon a. So kt 1 upon a. Okay, again this equation is written here like k is equal to, now see here I will solve this equation. So this equation is written like, so k is equal to, kt is equal to 1 upon a minus x 1 upon a. So a is multiplied here, so a minus of a minus x goes to here, a minus x divided by a into a minus x. So a minus a get cancelled, therefore minus minus plus, therefore x upon a into a minus x. So kt is equal to x upon a minus x. So this t is taken in the left hand side, therefore the equation becomes k is equal to 1 upon a into t x by a minus x. So this is the integrated rate equation for the second order reaction. So k is equal to 1 upon a into t x upon a minus x. I will again explain this derivation. Now see here two reactants are there with equal initial concentration, then change, that is rate constant, that is dx by dt is directly proportional to the concentration of this reactant, that is a minus x square. So by rearranging this equation, then dx by 1 minus x square is equal to k into dt. So this equation can be integrated, and by integrating this equation we have this value 1 upon a minus x is equal to k into t plus k dash. By calculating k dash, we are putting t is equal to 0 x 0 in this equation. So k dash becomes 1 by a. So by putting the value of k dash in the 1.1.22 equation, so 1 upon a minus x is equal to k into t plus 1 upon a. So by rearranging this equation, we have now this value, or we have this equation, k is equal to 1 upon a into t x upon a minus x. So this equation is nothing but the integrated rate equation for the second order reaction. So now we are going to study this kinetic characteristics of the second order reaction. So in the last lecture we have seen the unit of first order reaction, the unit k, that is unit for the k of first order reaction is time inverse, or it is second or minute inverse. So now for the second order reaction we will calculate here. So the rate constant, the equation is t is equal to 1 upon, rearranged equation is this one. So the equation for the second order reaction is k is equal to 1 upon a into t x upon a minus x. So both the terms are concentration terms, therefore we have cancelled this one. So this k is equal to 1 by at. So a is the concentration term and t is the concentration term. Therefore and usually the concentration is has unit concentration per time. So mole per dm cube is used for a. So now k is equal to 1 upon mole per dm cube into 1 by, that is 1 by t is nothing but 1 by time. So time inverse is there. So now the unit of K is written like, so dm cube is there, so dm cube 1 by dm cube, so it becomes on the numerator, so dm cube divided by mole into 1 by, that is second. So this is written like K is equal to mole inverse into dm cube into second inverse. So this is the unit for the rate constant for the second order reaction. K is equal to mole per dm cube into second inverse. So for the first order reaction only time is there, but now in the second order reaction the one concentration term at the denominator is there. Therefore the unit for the second order reaction is mole per dm cube. It is 1 by mole per dm cube per second, or dm cube per mole per second. Now the second property is to calculate the time to complete a fraction of reaction. An important characteristic of second order reaction is the fact that the time taken to complete a definite fraction of reaction, is universally proportional to the initial concentration A. So the time taken to complete a definite fraction of reaction, that is T half, is inversely proportional to the initial concentration. But in case of first order reaction, the half-life time is independent of the initial concentration, but in case of second order reaction, it is inversely proportional to the initial concentration A. The half time, which is the time taken for the initial concentration of the reactant to be reduced to half its value, it can be evaluated as follows. So T half is the half time. After half time, the amount of reactant is get halved. That means X formed is A by 2. So X is nothing but the amount of reactant converted or the amount of product formed. So amount of product formed is nothing but half of the reactant, that is X is equal to A by 2. So by putting this value into the rate constant for the second order reaction, that is K is equal to 1 upon A into T X upon A minus X. So this term is reversed. T is taken into the left hand and K is taken at the denominator. Therefore the equation becomes T is equal to 1 upon K into A into X upon A minus X. So this equation is there. So when X is equal to, by putting the value of X A by 2 and T and half in the equation, then this equation becomes T half is equal to 1 upon K A into X. The value of X is A by 2 and the value of A minus X. So by putting the value of X here, A minus 2, I will solve this here. A by 2 divided by A of A minus 2. So 2 into A, 2A minus A, 2A minus A, it becomes A. Therefore A by 2 divided by A by 2, both of them are get eliminated. The remaining value is T and half is equal to 1 upon K into A. So the half time is inversely proportional to the initial concentration of the reaction. Now see here, so this is the half time, this is the initial concentration, both are inversely proportional to each other. The half time for the second order reaction is inversely proportional to the initial concentration. So the next property is a graphical representation here. So by use of this graphical representation, we can calculate K value also. So if for the second order reaction, if the initial concentration of both the reactant are same, So it is shown like A is equal to B. So 1.1.23 equation is the rate equation for the second order reaction. K is equal to 1 upon A into T, x upon A minus x. So by rearranging this equation, so 1 upon A minus x minus of 1 upon A, 1 upon A minus x is taken into the left hand side. 1 upon A minus x is equal to K into T. So 1 upon A, when it comes to the left, then it becomes positive, so 1 by A. So this equation is in terms of y is equal to mx plus c. So y is nothing but 1 upon A minus x is taken into on the y-axis, and x is nothing but the t, it is taken into the x-axis, and c is nothing but the, it is then intercept, that is 1 upon A. So now see this graph here. So this line, straight line, it get intercept on the y-axis at here. So intercept is 1 upon A, and the slope is nothing but K. Whatever we are calculating the slope by this graph is nothing but it is the rate constant. So by use of this graph we can calculate the rate constant for the second order reaction also. Now see here we have just seen the second order reaction means what, and for your syllabus only first possibility is there. If the initial concentration of both the reactants are same, then the derivation for this rate constant is K is equal to 1 upon A into T into x upon A minus x. So the unit of this K is mole per dm cube per second inverse. And what is the half time for this second order reaction? The half time for the second order reaction is inversely proportional to the initial concentration of the reactant. And by graphical representation, by plotting 1 upon A minus x against time t, we have a slope, we have a graph which intercept on the y-axis, and the intercept is c is nothing but 1 by A, and the slope directly gives us the value of K.